Holy crap, it's another Bachelor cooking. Well, hopefully what turns out tonight is actually good, but if it doesn't, at least we had car bombs. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
All of my dishes start with a meat. So I first bought some frozen Italian sausage, and I kind of want to add things to this. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make myself a stir fry. And as far as what I believe is there's no rules to that at all. So I'm going to throw that in a pot. I'm going to throw some stuff in there with it, stuff that I like. So I'm going to add some asparagus to it. I like asparagus, that's what's going in the pot. And I'm going to add mushrooms. Total of 3 ingredients. And that's what I like, so that's what I'm going to make. Now, last time I went shopping, I forgot to buy potatoes. So I don't have any potatoes to put it on. That's my kind of, staple, right? But this could go on anything. This can go on rice, this can go on bread, this can go on, pasta, whatever. What I did remember to buy, because I'm a big quesadilla fan, is tortillas. So what I'm making is what I'm going to call sausage stir-fry fajita garlic quesadilla. So dealing with frozen sausage, you never know quite how easy it's going to be to get out of the bag. So let's take a look here. Sometimes it doesn't want to come out. It's oftentimes things that are inside the package will attach itself to it. So sometimes it's prudent to run it through running water. It looks like this particular establishment that I bought this from made it a little bit easier for me. And I actually like dealing with it frozen, because I'm going to cut these into smaller bits while they're frozen. This is really hard to do when they're raw. Alright. Whew! Mark's here a little bit tired. So, we haven't even started any fire yet. Let's get the fire going. And the frozen sausage goes in first. Luckily they sell mushrooms already chopped, so this makes my job really easy. My preparation is literally open the package, dump it out, boom, mushrooms. Really easy dish. It's probably the easiest thing.
Looks like you're almost done.
Yeah, well, because I don't have any potatoes involved with tonight's dish, I'm basically already finished, because my tortillas are pretty much already ready. Like, I wish I had one of those really cool Hispanic grills where I could toast them and butter them before I serve them, but I don't. So this is gonna go into there. We're gonna eat. That's gonna be good. And it's really kind of easy to do. So my encouragement to everybody out there is cook. I mean, this whole thing costs like $4.50, and it'll feed me and Ivan tonight, and I'll have like 3 more leftover meals ready for the next couple of days to take to work with me. So super, super easy to do. So army of asparagus shoots and a mound of mushrooms is just about right for me. So while that sausage is thawing and starting to get some cooking there, my other 2 ingredients are pretty much already ready. So I'm going to have a beer, text the ladies, and grow some killer facial hair while I wait for this. So there is one advantage for cooking at home when you know you're not going to see anybody else until you've showered and brushed your teeth, and that is you can add as much garlic as you want. So I have 6 sausages, 1 package of asparagus, and 2 mushrooms, and I'm going to add an entire clove of garlic to this dish tonight. Why? Because ain't nobody going to smell my breath tonight. Alright, I think we're ready to start to add some asparagus to this, so let's go ahead and dump that right on in there. Just gonna move my garlic out of the way for a moment and just let those shoots go right on in. Now, I don't think we really need it, but I'm gonna add some olive oil just so I feel like I'm a chef. This is purely for production value or just to be a glutton, either way. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Cheers. Whew. All right, let's check out our asparagus. So, just because I'm a bachelor chef doesn't mean I'm trying to particularly cook unhealthy. Now, I am an amazing chef with macaroni and cheese. I can do things with macaroni and cheese y'all haven't even heard of before. It doesn't mean I'm going to eat it every single day. I mean, I like asparagus. We're starting to cook through, but, you know, give it a few more minutes. It'll get there. You might be thinking, that's a lot of mushrooms, but man, they shrink, let me tell you. Oh, can you smell that garlic? Oh, it smells so good. Woo! So you might have noticed we only had the 2 Guinness left over, but a real bachelor always has a hidden 6-pack in the back. What you do is you put it in the very bottom shelf, and you hide it way in the back. If you want to actually go in there and take a look at that. So no one ever looks down that low. I have some way back here. You know, just for a rainy day. So this is almost finished, and I would just start shoveling the stuff inside of my tortillas right out of here, but my gentleman cameraman thinks that we should take the tortillas and put them on top to warm them up, because that's what everyone does. I'm like, no, nobody does that except for Hispanic people. Nobody warms up tortillas. So we're going to be a little bit authentic today, and we might actually switch places, and I'll learn how to heat up tortillas, because I don't know how to do that. I don't think you know how to do that, so let's see what happens.
We're going to do it the bachelor way though. We're actually going to put it right over our stuff there. We're going to let it just warm up a little bit on one side. We're going to flip it over. Let the other side kind of warm up a little bit there. And if you wanted to, you could do that maybe one more time just to get it nice and warm. Just like that. That also gets some of the juices that are on top there on the actual tortilla itself too. Makes it a little messy, but who cares? I mean, it's a tortilla. You're supposed to get in there. You're supposed to get it with your hands and everything. So, I know you can't really feel it, but this guy is nice and warm right now. So, there's one. Go.
Now that we each have a warm tortilla, we have one last ingredient to add to this. That's some Alfredo sauce that I bought. If I can get this open. Oh yeah. It's mixing with all the fat from the sausage, that olive oil, that garlic. Oh yeah. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you can actually wrap it like a burrito. So if you've never done that before, you pull in the sides and then roll. And that should be a little bit more safe to eat now. And as always, the best part of doing this is the eating part, so cheers.